Welcome back. It's First Names Only. I'm Ty.
And I'm Dana. And you're in the gopher hole this evening.
You know, Dana, I've always been peeved when I go to the restroom and I have to touch those icky door handles. Like, gross, you know? Like, I just wish there was a way I could get through the door without using my hands.
You know, Ty, I know what you mean, and lucky for you, our first guest made this handy-dandy thing called the Topener. Let's welcome Maxwell Arndt. Hi, Maxwell.
Hey, how you
How you
guys
doing?
Great, how are you?
Pretty good.
Great. For starters, just tell us about the Topener and how what made you think about it.
I mean, really, I'd call it almost divine inspiration. I mean, I knew every time I'd go to the bathroom and use the door handle on the way out, I'd use the paper towel or the pinky or the ninja where you sneak behind somebody or something, but I never thought too much of it, and then one day I was just like, hey, why aren't we doing this a different way, you know?
So what was the process after that, the great idea? What did you have to do to get this up and running?
And I did it with a class of people. It's called a class called Entrepreneurship in Action, and we started out the first 2 months of the class just by coming up with ideas, problems, solutions, ideas for new businesses, anything. This is one of my ideas. I pitched it to the class, and then everybody pitched their own ideas. We had 25 ideas at first, and then narrowed it down to 10, and then 5, and then finally 3 ideas, of which mine was one of the final ideas. And then went from there, got 11 people to help me out with it. As far as marketing, operations, developing the product was a big part right off the bat. And since September, went from an idea to a product that we're selling on the market. So
That's great. I hear the way you go about bringing new products forth is finding a need and filling it. Now, when you thought about how to fill that need, did you think that it would be such a big impact so soon?
No, actually, and like I was telling you earlier, we sold out in our first 2 or 3 weeks of production, which is a great problem to have. It's a problem that we're dealing with, but we did not know it was going to be that big of a hit. No.
Can you tell us about the logistics and what kind of doors it needs?
So
Specifics?
the Topener is for inward swinging latchless doors. Now you may think that sounds really specific, but that's most public restroom doors, the ones that when you're done in the bathroom, you have to pull the door in to get out.
Very cool. So what are you expecting for the future now that it's been quite the big deal since September?
I would like to continue it on past the end of the semester when I graduate. Got a few other people that are working on it with me that also have that same interest. So, nothing's for certain, but it's on my radar. So.
Very cool. So we're going to put your website and information up on the screen, but what can people expect? How can they go about getting one of these?
I would say definitely check out our YouTube videos and just see how great a product it is and see our funny videos. But then you can order them online or send us an email.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you guys.
If you're a movie buff, then you're probably getting excited for the Oscars coming up.
So do you think you know who will be taking home the gold this year? You broadcast Saisavan Detvangsa asked U of M students for their predictions.
Well, I love the movies.
Welcome to the biggest movie event of the year.
We're gonna have a great night, ladies and gentlemen.
And the Oscar goes to
Nicholson, Heath Ledger,
Curious Case of Benjamin Button, The Dark Knight,
Sean Penn.
Slumdog Millionaire.
Thank you so much.
Let's go with Best Actor in a Leading Role. Javier Bardem in Beautiful, Jeff Bridges in True Grit, Jesse Eisenberg in The Social Network, Colin Firth in The King's Speech, and James Franco in 127 Hours.
Definitely Jeff Bridges in True Grit. It's a great movie, and he really plays the perfect hard ass in it.
Jeff Bridges.
Well, I'm not sure if I saw any of the movies they were in, but I'm going to go with James Franco because he's pretty good looking.
For Best Actress in a Leading Role, we have Annette Bening, Nicole Kidman, Jennifer Lawrence, Natalie Portman, and Michelle Williams.
Natalie Portman. She's my favorite out of all of those.
I'm going to have to go with Natalie Portman because she's pretty sweet in Black Swan.
Natalie Portman in Black Swan.
And why do you say that?
She really, I guess, felt the part. She was really dynamic, and she was a really good dancer.
Best Picture of the Year, 10 choices: Black Swan, The Fighter, Inception, The Kids Are All Right, The King's Speech, 127 Hours with James Franco, The Social Network, Toy Story 3, True Grit, and Winter's Bone.
Gonna have to go with Inception.
Inception. 100% Inception.
I'm going to have to go with Inception just because the plot was so intense. All the other movies are based off of books or real events, and I feel like Inception's got the coolest plot.
From glitz to glamour, senior fashion design majors have been working hard to showcase their unique designs for the upcoming senior fashion show.
That's right, Dana. Here with us, we have Amanda Matrajek and Catherine Sterner. Thank you for coming out, ladies.
Welcome.
Thank you.
All right, for starters, can you tell us about this fashion show that is called Distortion?
Sure. Every year, the graduating clothing design class at the U of M showcases their work in the spring in a fashion show. So it just kind of demonstrates who we are as designers, and everyone gets to show 4 to 5 pieces. At that same time, juniors get to show one of their designs from the past year, and so do sophomores. So.
Now, I saw there was a 5 and 8 p.m. show, and there was something different about the 8 p.m. show. Could you tell us about that at all?
Yeah, so 5 o'clock show, regular show. 8 o'clock, we are doing something they've never done before. We're going to live stream it on Ustream, which is pretty cool. So people out of state, family, if you have friends that can't make it to the show, can't get tickets because we're close to selling out, they can all watch it online.
Very cool.
It's great. You mentioned family. Can you tell us what your family thinks about you guys' fashion?
I am not sure they quite understand it, but they're supportive.
Yeah, no, I think family's really supportive. They're kind of like, oh, where have you been? Because we disappear a couple weeks at a time, locking ourselves in the studio all night.
Yeah.
So we show up and have something, and they're usually pretty excited.
Does your life relate to Fashion Runway in any way, shape, or form?
What do you mean?
What's that show called?
Project Runway?
Project Runway, I'm sorry.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Kind of. We don't have those, like, they could cut off at midnight. We're up.
We stay up quite late.
We don't actually go to sleep.
We don't do our makeup every morning.
We don't shower. We like each other.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
That's
Everyone
important.
in our class likes each other, so not quite as drama-filled.
So, go ahead, Chad.
All right. Can we talk about what is your inspiration for fashion? What led you down this path?
Well, for my senior line, I'm actually using like all sustainable materials, so like organic cottons and low impact dyes, and that's just something I've been more and more interested in over the past like year and a half. So this is the first line that I've designed that's used all of those materials, so that's kind of exciting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my designs are inspired by minimalist modern architecture, and I studied abroad in Italy, and I spent some time in Paris and London, and so just kind of spending time in different cities and seeing these like architectural structures and just like the quality of design is kind of influenced what I've been doing.
So can we bring out some of your models now, and you can kind of talk about some inspiration for these particular designs and things?
Yeah.
All right. So who do we have coming on here?
Okay, so this is Joy. She is wearing white wool cocktail dress, like I said, inspired by modern minimalist architecture. A lot of my stuff is using style lines, which are basically irregular seams, to kind of construct garments that are a little more unique.
Very cool, very cool.
Very unique.
Will this be shown at the fashion show?
Yes, it will.
Awesome.
Joy, you look fierce.
All right, and who do we have next here?
This is my model, Leslie, and this garment kind of it was a good demonstration of kind of all the pieces I'm doing. With sustainability, I like the idea that something can be sustainable both with like the fabric that it uses, but also if you're just going to wear it for one season and if it falls apart or whatever, you throw it away, that's not great for our environment either. So I wanted to create really classic pieces, things that people can wear to multiple events, something they'll want to keep around for a while. So this is something that's very like classic. And
Do you get anything extra from your teacher in terms of style points for using sustainable materials?
no, maybe just like karma in general. I don't know.
So we're going to put up the information on the screen. What can people do? You said there's only a few tickets left for the show, or how can they go about getting those?
Our tickets are going really fast this year, actually quicker than they have gone in previous years. So you can visit our website.
Yep, fashion.design.umn.edu. You can buy tickets online. You can buy it directly off of our Facebook. And that is U of M Senior Fashion Design?
Fashion Show.
Senior Fashion Show. U of M Senior Fashion Show. You can buy them directly off Facebook, too.
Sounds good, sounds good. Tickets are going fast, so get them now. Get them while they're hot.
Definitely. Up next, we have a guest from Voices Merging, so stay tuned for that.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.